Before you start, one of the first things you want to do is disconnect your battery. Reason being, most people have done this with a full tank of fuel. And as you'll see in my video, there are electrical connectors that will get wet. And if the car still is pulling energy, which it does, especially with a security system, door open sensors and stuff like that, you will blow a fuse or blow your old fuel pump or blow the transfer pump. So make sure you disconnect your battery. And if you don't, or if you forget, make sure you do this with a half a tank of gas or a quarter of a tank of gas. It's highly recommended. The less amount of gas you have in your tank, the better.
Now, in most videos you will see on how to replace fuel pumps. One of the things I did first, I disconnected the fuel pump, which is this connector here. And I will say you will need a crowbar. The longest crowbar you can find that's about 2 to 3 feet long, because this locking ring is very difficult to hammer out. As you can see, the indentions are very small. You will have to carefully tap around each indention until it comes out. I do highly suggest you do not work on one side. Work around it until it slowly rotates counterclockwise. Green rubber gasket sits right here on the lip, right there. So the top of the fuel pump comes right off. So I have to be careful with that, because that is spring loaded once you sit it right in. And then this sits right there. The gasket looks good, but I'm gonna change it anyway. The only difference is this has 2 connectors. This only has 1. I'm not sure if that'll make a big difference, but as you can see, the main fuel line goes on top here, and I'll have to connect my ribbed hoses to the side. And it's always good to have a respirator, although I still can smell fuel, but it's good to have one. It's not very smart to inhale gasoline. So I have carefully removed the pin. Again, you do not want that to fall into the fuel. Best thing to do is kind of tape it to the side of your nut with some tape to carefully keep it out the way. Now, I'm deciding to use electrical tape because when anything with electrical wiring, you want to use tape that actually works with nullifying electricity. You also want to cover the tip with electrical tape in case it does fall. You will reduce any liquid getting inside the prongs. Wipe around your edges also the best as you can. I did some wiping. I'm going to get in there some more once I get this fuel pump out of here. The less amount of dirt you have, the least amount of trash and dirt you have in your fuel. Alright, next is the transfer hose. That green tab, you're going to take a flathead screwdriver and push that tab in, and you should be able to pull your hose up and out. Next, we're going to disconnect these rubber ripped hoses. Just make sure the right side is the large hose, left side is the small hose when you put it back together. And again, you definitely want to keep the electrical connector taped, because once you disconnect this hose, you will accidentally drop it into the fuel. You do not want that. Now, once the fuel pump comes out, I have towels. It's going to have fuel. I recommend a half a tank to a quarter tank. When my car died, they had a quarter of a tank, so I was like, okay, it's not a lot of fuel I got to play with. How I knew it was probably my fuel pump, I heard a buzzing noise from the driver's side behind me. I thought it was my speaker. So hopefully that's what the problem was, is my fuel pump. Now, as you can see, you have your gaps on your hoses. Make sure when you reinstall, it goes between those 2 clips. Otherwise, you will damage your transfer hoses to your transfer pump. Now, the nice thing is this material here is a Velcro material. So you can take your microfiber cloth and place it right on top. Cover your cable and connector, and then slowly remove your fuel pump. It will be dripping with fuel, so make sure you're prepared to transfer it into a container or box. So just make sure you get all the fuel out. Carefully dry it. You have to air dry it until it's all gone, because your car will smell like fuel. Okay, I carefully dropped my new fuel pump in. Plunger side in first. and then slowly dropped it in until I hit the bottom tank. As you can see, I attached my ribbed hoses back onto the clamps, and now I'm going to attach my fuel line on top of this connector here. That is next. So I'm going to slide that on as so, and it just puts right in. Make sure it's secured. My connector is still taped to the side of the chamber, and now I'm going to untape it and plug it into the top of this housing here.